Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing with you some sort of a love themed Christmas card using the fuzzy hugs from Mama Elephant. So this stamp set is one of my favorites, especially the bunnies of course. So I'm only going to feature this stamp set, or this particular stamp from this stamp set. So I'm stamping it out using the antique linen distress ink, because I'm going to do some no-line coloring using my distress inks. And then I prefer stamping it out using distress inks itself as well. So I'm placing it onto my mat, and now I'm going to take all my stuff that I need, paper towel, my water, an acrylic block maybe, but in this case I can also add it to this mat from waffle flowers. And I'm just stamping all my distress inks out. These colors are really soft and it's not that bright as I use all the time, but I truly love this color combination, so I decided to create this really soft scene with these bunnies hugging each other. So I have my paintbrush and I'm just starting as always. I am taking a huge amount of the ink without barely any water. I bring it to the edges and then I create a damp paintbrush and go over it, dragging those colors into the rest of the image to create a really soft look. And this I do over and over until I'm happy with the depth, with the shadows that I have created. I'm not bothered by not having everything smooth. This way of coloring it in seems for me like some book, a children's book, for example, like Winnie the Pooh, is one of my favorites from the days, and I really like the fact that it's not all smooth, but that would also work, of course. So I'm adding and adding. Before I go back into the several places, I make sure that it is dry, but because I'm using only a damp paintbrush, I don't have to wait that long to get it dry. And I just continue doing this. So I will put on some music and I will be back after the coloring is done. So I cut out this image using the matching dies, and now I can start on my background. So therefore I took the basic rectangles and cut it out of some Strathmore Bristol Smooth, and now I've also cut out the Starburst cover from this honey gold, and actually I'm going to try to recreate this cover by using the stars that I've cut out of the gold, but I wanted to have my card being horizontal instead of vertical, so that's why I couldn't use the Starburst cover itself. So because I am going to use golden stars, I also wanted to heat emboss my sentiment in gold. So therefore I'm using my Versamark clear embossing ink, and then the embossing powder that I'm using is from NUVO. It's the classic gold, and it's one of my favorite embossing powders that I own. I don't have a lot of them, but this one just is perfect. And this way it will also match with the rest of my background. I'm just brushing off the excess embossing powder, and then I can heat set this sentiment. So with that being done, I am going to ink blend my background, and as you know me, there is a stitch detail on the edges, so I prefer using my purple tape to mask it off so that I can still have that white border on the edges, and then I will just blend from the edges towards the middle and softening each time a bit more. So now all the prepping is done. I just have to add all the stars and my images. So I have taken this Starburst cover and I'm just leaving it on the left side to really see how the stars were added originally to represent this really swirly look of these stars. I don't want them to be too straight, too close to each other, just like in this Starburst cover. And I'm just spreading it out. It took me a while to get everything in the right spots, but then again, if you lay your cover next to your card while you are assembling these stars and stuff, it really helps. And once I was happy with the placement of all the stars, I'm going to adhere it using some liquid glue. And in this case, it's really handy if you have some jewel picker or embellishment wands or whatever you have on hand to really help you with these tiny stars, because they are so little. So yeah, that was really handy to have. And then the images will be adhered with some thin foam squares as well. Now that this panel is ready, I can add it to my card base, and therefore I'm using my permanent Pritt adhesive roller. And then this card will be finished. This card really looks simple in my opinion, but it took me a while to get it all done. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can always leave them down below in the comments. If you like this video, you can give this one a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed yet, you can always click to the button in the description box to never miss a video of me, as well as that little bell to get notified of each video. For the rest, I hope that you have a wonderful day and see you next time. Bye!